You cannot build a magnificent future if you are constantly holding on to the ghost of your past. One of the greatest tragedies of human life is that most people carry their previous failures, old heartbreaks, bad choices, and outdated self-images like heavy chains wrapped tightly around their ankles. They wake up every morning, open the book of their life, and immediately turn back to the chapters that brought them pain, shame, or disappointment. They define themselves by who they used to be, rather than who they have the power to become today. They tell themselves stories like, "I have always been lazy," "I am bad with money," "I have terrible luck," or "I'm just not built for success." By repeating these negative narratives, they unconsciously lock themselves into an invisible cage of their own making. They become prisoners of their own identity. If you are serious about stepping into your true power, transforming your reality, and creating a life that commands respect, you must learn the sacred art of self-reinvention. You must be willing to burn down the old, weak version of yourself so that a stronger, wiser, and more disciplined version can rise from the ashes. You must kill your old identity. Your past is simply a chapter in your book. It is not the entire story. The mistakes you made 5 years ago, the opportunities you missed last year, or the setbacks you suffered yesterday do not have the power to dictate your future unless you give them permission to do so. Understand this fundamental law of human psychology. You do not get what you want in life. You get what you consistently believe you are. If your deep internal identity is that of a victim, a procrastinator, or someone who always falls short, no amount of temporary motivation or high-yield strategies will save you. You will always sabotage your own progress to match the self-image you hold in your mind. To change your life permanently, you must first change who you believe you are. Reinventing yourself requires radical honesty and ruthless self-awareness. Look back at your past with complete emotional objectivity. Do not look at your mistakes with shame or regret. Look at them as neutral data. Your past failures were not meant to break you. They were designed to educate you. They exposed your weaknesses, highlighted your ignorance, and showed you exactly where you needed to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Thank your past for the lessons and then close the door on it forever. Stop carrying the emotional trash of yesterday into the clean room of today. Think about the incredible power of deciding today that you are a completely new person. Starting right now, in this very second, you have the absolute freedom to rewrite your story. You can decide that moving forward, you are a person of ruthless discipline. You can decide that you are someone who wakes up with clear purpose, respects their health, manages their resources with wisdom, and honors their commitments. The world might remember who you used to be, but that does not matter. What matters is that you no longer answer to your old self. When people try to bring up your past mistakes or remind you of who you used to be, let them speak to a ghost. Show them through your quiet consistency, your elevated standards, and your unshakable focus that the person they used to know no longer exists. Building a new identity is not a one-time event. It is a daily, moment-by-moment practice. Every single decision you make throughout your day is a vote for the person you wish to become. When you choose to do the difficult task over quick entertainment, you are voting for your disciplined identity. When you choose calm reflection over angry outbursts, you are voting for your emotionally mature identity. When you choose long-term investment over short-term spending, you are voting for your financially free identity. Small daily victories slowly accumulate, shifting your internal belief system until your new identity becomes completely natural and automatic. Disconnect from the fear of stepping into the unknown. Changing who you are will feel uncomfortable and awkward at first. Your brain naturally craves familiarity and routine, even if that routine is toxic and unfulfilling. Stepping away from your old habits, your old friends, and your old comfort zones will trigger fear and uncertainty. Embrace that discomfort as a sign of progress. Discomfort is the price of admission to a better life. If you stay in the exact same environment, talking to the exact same closed-minded people, doing the exact same repetitive tasks, and feeding your mind the exact same garbage, how can you expect your life to change? You must disrupt your patterns. Change your environment. Upgrade your daily inputs. Cut out toxic influences and raise the standard of your daily habits. Protect your new identity like it is your most valuable asset. Do not allow old temptations or nostalgic memories to pull you back into the mud you worked so hard to climb out of. When old bad habits whisper for your attention, remind yourself of the pain, regret, and emptiness those habits brought into your life. Stand firm in your new standard. Remember that life is constantly moving forward. Nature never stays static. It either grows or it decays. The person who refuses to evolve, adapt, and reinvent themselves gets left behind in a rapidly changing world. Do not let fear, comfort, or the opinions of average people trap you in a life below your true capacity. You possess an extraordinary reservoir of untapped potential waiting to be unlocked. You have the mental capacity to master complex skills, the emotional strength to endure heavy storms, and the spiritual drive to build a meaningful legacy. All it takes is the courageous decision to drop your old baggage and step forward with confidence. Tonight, lay your old self to rest. Forgive yourself for every foolish mistake you ever made. Let go of every resentment you have been holding, and release the heavy burdens of yesterday. Clear your mental canvas completely. Tomorrow morning, wake up as the undisputed author of your future. Stand tall with a clean slate. Embody your new identity with quiet strength. Act with unshakable discipline, and build the extraordinary life you were born to live. Kill your old self, own your new identity, and write your legacy.